All right, so next we're looking at on-group data. We tend to use on-group data when or the values we are looking at are discrete values. In a sense, these are like whole number values. We tend to use group data when our data is discrete values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are no decimals nor fractions. What else? So those are our values, and when there are not many values. You might have the values repeated several times, but there are not many values. For example, like when you throw a die, Jamaicans would say dice, but the dice is actually plural. When you throw a die, there are only 6 possible values you could get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So there's a limited number of values, and the values are discrete. When you have a situation like that, we tend to go for on-group data. Guys, definitions on the on-group data, we have frequency. This says frequency is the number of times a value occurs in the distribution. Frequency is the number of times a value occurs in the distribution. All right, so if let us say 5, let us say there are 3 5s. The value would be 5 and the frequency would be 3. Frequency is the number of times a value occurs. All right. So the number of values n is equal to the sum of the frequency. The number of values n is equal to the sum of the frequency. Guys, under on-group data, the mean x bar is equal to the sum of fx divided by n. F here stands for the frequency. X stands for the value. Fx is frequency times value, and the sum of fx is the sum of all values. All right, you'll get a chance to see that in action. Guys, under on-group data, Q1, the lower quartile, is the n plus 1 over 4 th value of the distribution. So this is telling you what value in the distribution is the median. Sorry, is Q1. It doesn't tell you what Q1 is. It tells you what value in the distribution is Q1, whether it's the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, so on and so forth. And I will show you that in action. All right, then Q2. Q2, the median, is the n plus 1 over 2 th value of the distribution. Again, I'll show you that. That doesn't tell me what the median is. It tells me where the median is, or which value in the distribution is the median. And I will show you that in action. Q3, the upper quartile, is the 3/4 multiplied by n plus 1 th value of the distribution. Again, not what Q3 is, but which value in the distribution is Q3. Again, you will see that in action. All right, now on the on-group data, you might be asked to draw a histogram or a frequency polygon. The diagram at the top is a histogram. It shows you what the histogram would look like on the on-group data. These are the features of a histogram. On the vertical axis, you have the frequency. On the horizontal axis, you have your values. The bars are connected and they are of equal width. The bars are connected and they are of equal width. On the on-group data, you may be asked to draw a histogram. Guys, next we have the frequency polygon. You could be asked to draw a frequency polygon on the on-group data. Frequency is on the vertical axis, value is on the horizontal axis, and this is important. the frequency polygon must start and end on the horizontal axis. It normally is started at the value before the first value in your data and ends at the value after the last value in your data. I will show you that in action. All right, and that is sort of like our introduction to ungroup data. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at a question on the ungroup data.